What's up, YouTube? This is the Big Acorn. You can follow me on Instagram at the big underscore acorn. There I post almost daily uh, updates on my account and its performance. This is my first YouTube video. Uh, Never done this before. Hoping it's not too bad, but I wanted to share with everybody my journey through Acorns, how I started, what made me start, how it's performed, and what my plan is for the future, and why I'm doing this. So let's start out with that. I'm doing this because I have not seen very many at all, hardly any, one, maybe two, other relatively large Acorn accounts that can be publicly tracked, that we can see how they perform over time. You know, some of us might have a fair amount of money they'd like to invest in the markets, but are scared to do it and are looking for a relatively safe way, like I was. And I started really slow with Acorns, and you'll see that later in the video. What I'd like to start out with is how I began my journey. So let's take a look at that. When I started Acorns back in August of 2019, I originally started out with a $2,500 investment, I believe. Yep, it was about $2,500. And I rode with that for a few months and saw some pretty good performance, and I felt a little more comfortable with it. I understood how the markets worked a little bit more, ETFs and things like that. And I said, hey, I'm going to put more in. So I upped my investments several times over a period of time, all the way through February of 2020. And when I got into the end of February, things started to go bad, and I started losing money. At that time, I thought, wow, this is actually great, because I realized that I was having a buying opportunity. When I look at my purchases on Acorns for my daily investments, I would see that I'm getting a lot more share. For every dollar, I was getting a lot more fractions of shares. So I upped my investments substantially. And you can see I climbed out of that hole very quickly and got back up to my original balance. Now, that was mostly due to my increased investments. When the market kind of hit its bottom, I was buying, and I saw great returns on that. So back in July, the end of June, early July of 2020, I sold a boat I had. And when I sold that boat, I just said, I'm going to put most of that money into my Acorns. And I did. So you can see the big jump there is about a $40,000 jump. And since then, I've kept my daily investments. Although I've lowered them, I'm not investing as much because the market is just too good. I'm holding on to some cash for the next downturn to increase my investments again. But we've had a little bit of ups and downs in here, but nothing major. And my balance through now has increased all the way to $126,451. Now, as you can see, I've had a 26.17% increase in my money, or $26,277. Now, if we look at it over the period of 1 year, I've made $25,000. 6 months, 24. 3 months, 19. In the last month, I made $6,000 alone. Now, these are pretty damn good results. I've always been too scared to invest in the stock market. In my early 30s. And frankly, I wish I would have started this back when I was 20. I would have had, over $1 million in this account by now. But I'm going to get there. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm really liking it. I feel like it's a low risk. Just so you guys know, my portfolio is set to aggressive, and in an aggressive portfolio, you've got 55% large company stocks, 10% medium company, 5% small, and 30% international companies. It's a pretty conservative portfolio. I mean, even though it's aggressive, it's still really conservative. And as you can see, I've done very well. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. I want to do a lot more. I'll get into the other topics that I mentioned in the beginning of the video in some other videos coming up soon. I just wanted to give you guys a brief introduction to what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and give me all a chance to see how a larger account performs. In a year and a half, I think I've done pretty well. Sound off in the comments, let me know. Subscribe, please. That would help. Share the video. I'm not going to repost referral links. I'm not that guy. I don't care about getting a bonus for referrals. If you really want one, I'll send you one. Just send me a private message or on Instagram, and I'll send you the referral link. Be sure to follow it. Again, it's @thebig_acorn. That's where you can find me on Instagram, and you can see pretty much almost daily updates there. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.